The best player you've ever seen?
Zidane, probably yes.
Zidane is celebrated as football's most elegant player, but that label can obscure the sheer dominance he brought to the biggest stages, which is why a testimonial video like this matters, for the players that played either with or against him.
I'd probably say Zidane. He's just the coolest guy ever. I was around him and I was a little bit for the first time I felt like I was a bit in awe of him.
Or coaches who tried to stop him. His legacy transcends style. It's built on World Cup finals decided by his head, Champions League nights orchestrated by his feet, and an ability to perform when pressure would crush anyone else. His grace masked an unbreakable winning mentality, a complete midfielder with otherworldly technique, flawless vision, and a left foot that could bend reality.
What I think is Zidane is like he has been touched by the angel.
And what Zidane, he was beautiful to watch, as I said, poetry in motion, someone who just looked so elegant as a footballer, like a ballerina on a football pitch.
The toughest player I played against, of course, would have been Zidane. And he was that. He did play in a two midfield, but a good boy to get a goal. And what you say about Zidane against 6'1", 6'2", and he was nasty.
Zidane peut-être. Ah oui, bien joué. Passement de jambe. Attention, frappe.
He was massive. He was physically strong, obviously technically good, mentality good. He was just the all-round. But it was the biggest surprise I've ever had on a football pitch. I actually wasn't even on the football pitch, lining up. We're lining up to go against him, against Juventus. And I just stood next to him, he was just massive.
He's one of the, not just one of the greatest players that I've ever played with, just cool. He's just cool. You know, without trying. You play him a ball anywhere on the pitch, any height, any level, any speed, he'd bring it down like it was just...
My best memory, I played a long pass to him from possibly 50 yards, and the pass was good.
I think, you know, what a player. I played against him a lot of times, and you know, it's very difficult to play against someone you can't get the ball off, and you never know where he is. And
Luis Figo à l'entrée de la surface avec Zidane. Zidane toujours, la frappe de Zidane et le but.
Easy man, Zidane first.
You've met him in Paris now?
Oh yeah, just the coolest guy ever. I'd probably say Zidane. He's just the coolest guy ever. I was around him and I was a little bit for the first time I felt like I was a bit in awe of him.
Deschamps, the French captain, finding Zidane. That's lifting the crowd in the
Zidane was the key for me to change my idea of football, because I was used to play always 4-4-2, and when I found Zidane in Juventus, I changed my system. We played with a player like him behind two strikers, because I didn't want to change the position.
Dans l'axe Zinedine, le contrôle est
I dream as a football player, play with him. At the end, didn't happen. When I leave from Barcelona, it was my dream play with Juventus, but didn't happen to play with him. And I think with the manager, I I didn't speak much with him, so maybe 3 or 4 times, but the first impression is incredible.
Alain Bogossian marque lui aussi des buts très importants. Joli. Super, regardez. Et Zidane qui amorce le contre, passement de jambes.
Zinedine Zidane, I said it before, was for me one of the best 5 players all time in football.
Zidane in campo aperto, prova ad andare. Zizou cerca il dribbling. Zizou, destro. Zinedine Zidane.
Zidane has an exceptional coordination, an exceptional touch of the ball, and every area 3 yards around Zidane, you could give him the ball where you want it. He puts it down and plays.
Zidane. È bon contre l'extérieur.
Che balón le ha puesto!
Well, I've gone for Zinedine Zidane.
Oh my goodness gracious me, he should be one down.
Well, no, let me explain why. I only played against him once.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even a competitive match, but it got competitive. It was a pre-season tournament against Madrid, Liverpool.
Yeah.
In the Bernabeu. So, you know when you're already in awe of someone, you're thinking, I want to see how good he really is. And it started a bit
show, but Figo played as well.
Yeah.
Oh, mate. It was one of the best exhibitions of midfield play I'd ever seen in terms of controlling tempo. Yeah.
Zidane si accentra, Zidane, zona tiro, rientra sul sinistro, Zidane numero, Zidane tiro, rete, che gol!
He's the greatest French footballer of all time.
Titi.
What?
What? I wasn't around. Are you gonna say
Zidane?
No.
Zidane?
You disrespected Titi right here.
He knows that.
No.
It's Zidane, isn't it?
No. Don't disrespect Titi like that. It's
I'm not
Titi.
disrespecting no one.
Para mí él es uno de los más grandes de la historia. Siempre lo admiré, siempre me gustó. Lo seguí mucho en el Madrid, lo sufrí mucho también porque yo era del Barcelona. Me acuerdo la época del Madrid, de los Galácticos, de la Copa Europa que ganaron, que tenían un equipazo, lo bien que jugaba ese equipo, los jugadores que tenía. Pero bueno, él siempre fue...
It's really hard to separate the two of them because they're both quiet in character, but when you get them on the field, their talent is undeniable. You know, in both ways. And I was lucky enough to obviously grow up with Scholesy, and then I was lucky enough to then go on to Real Madrid and be able to play for 3 years with probably the best player that I've ever played with.
Zidane.
Defensor.
El que quieras, como si me dices mediocampista, uno que hayas dicho, es que este tío es muy bueno, muy bueno.
Zidane siempre me encantó.
Joder, sabía que lo ibas a decir. He visto alguna foto de, creo que es Mundial 2006, vuestra enfrentados en un partido.
Para el mundo todo, yo creo que Zidane, en los últimos años, Zidane fue el jugador que más no parecía conmigo. Zico, en Brasil, después de 70, yo creo que el jugador único que llegó
a Vidal, Zidane.
Guarda qua.
Giù il cappello davanti a questo.
Aguanta Zidane, solo che hecho como la ha escondido, Zidane la pone fuera.
Zidane.
What is it about Zizou? Similar styles, just like you're faster.
When you talk Zidane, you talk about football, you know.
Class, innit? Class. What's your favourite Zidane memory?
This goal in Champions League.
Oh.
I don't play like him, you know, he's more elegant, I'm more dribbling, I'm more like Robbie.
Bien, ahí ahora la jugada de Zidane.
Il aurait presque un petit...
Oh là là, qu'est-ce qu'il aura fait là?
Zidane.
Who was your favorite player as a kid?
When I was a kid growing up, do you know a player called Zinedine Zidane? French player?
Yeah.
Well, when I was your size, he was the best player in the world, so I used to always try and copy him in the street.
Si inventa sul pallone Zidane, incrocia la posizione e Snyder, va Zidane. Captain finding Zidane, that's lifting the crowd in the opening section.
Muchas cosas que he tenido que decir. Hacer goles, bueno, todos pueden hacer, pero los goles bonitos, espectaculares, como lo ha hecho en la final de la Copa de Europa, eso ha sido un gol fantástico.
You know, when Zizou was on tune, there's nothing you could do. Unstoppable. You couldn't get the ball off his feet. Graceful. He could score the odd goal at times, as you know. Vision, forget about it. But just the way his body used to go and being able to maintain and retain the ball and gliding past people like they were not there, but still keeping that. It was more than elegant.
Straordinario il gol di Zinedine Zidane, seguito da Walem. Ecco la finta di Zidane. Ancora il grandissimo gioco di gambe.
Légèrement décalé dans l'axe Zinedine, le contrôle
If there's one player you could have played with that you never got to, who would that be and why?
It's a tough one, that. Player who I played against, who I would have loved to have been on my team, was probably Zidane.
Yeah.
Just an elegant player, brilliant player, big physical player, 6'2", but just a great touch, glides along the floor. So yeah, I would pick Zidane.
Consigue la marca del jugador del Bari.
stood out in particular? I mean, there's so many phenomenal players. Was there anyone that you kind of came away thinking, God, that is very special?
Well, as a player, I was, taken aback by Zidane. Right. He was just off the scale in terms of ability, and not anything that he would do. It's not like he would go and blast a ball in from 30 yards in the top corner every time, but you just pass him the ball, and the way he takes a ball, the way it's almost like it's just on a string. The ball is on a string when he plays. It's always within a certain area, a certain distance of him. When he runs, it's almost like it's part of his body. It was just, and if you pass him the ball and he wanted to turn on a certain angle, he could just manipulate a ball and do it all in one movement, just amazingly well. Yeah. Strong, quick off the mark. You tried to get near him and his arm would come out and he just push you away and burst out. He was 10 yards away from you.
For the moment, my life is both simple and complicated at the same time. Because until now, I had the pretext of playing football, so my life was well managed. Today, I have stopped, and I want to do something else, and at the same time, it's complicated because I'm not organized at all.